So you've been wanting a launch monitor, but you don't exactly want to put a second mortgage on your house to buy a $24,000 Trackman plus the thousands of dollars in subscription fees. Are there any budget launch monitors that are actually accurate, that are worth your money? Today, we're going to test one out and see just how accurate it is. I've got an 8-iron here, a flag at 178 yards. I've got this set to the 8-iron. This is a Swing Caddy SC4. And we're going to see just how accurate it is. Now, this is using range balls, so of course they're not going to fly the same as a normal proper ball, but we're going to be able to put this to the test and see for real whether or not these are worth your money.
$174 yards.
All right, that flew about this is showing 174.9. That flew about 178 yards, so close, about 3 yards off. That's pretty darn good for a launch monitor that is 99% off the price of a Trackman. Let's hit a few more. Should go about the same distance as the last one.
182 yards.
182 is what it was reporting. I hit that about 180 yards. That's pretty darn close. There's no wind right now too, so we should be getting pretty accurate numbers. Club head speed showing 99.7, 182 total. We're in the ballpark there. Let's try a few more.
$181 yards.
181 went about that distance. This seems pretty darn close. I'm going to hit one a little bit lower and see if that changes the number. So my launch angle has been showing 26.6 degrees. I'm going to bring this one down and see how accurate that part of it is.
$171 yards.
171, 23 degree launch angle. It's pretty good. It's showing really, really good numbers. Let's try one more 8-iron at this flag. Normal shot. That was pured. Should be about 180.
182 yards.
182, and it went about 182. So far, at least with an 8-iron, these numbers, if you can see them, are pretty much spot on. I've had a Trackman, a flight scope, Zelocity, I've had every single GC quad, I've had every single launch monitor on the planet, but for 500 bucks, that's as accurate as you're gonna get. That is right on the money. Let's hit a couple drivers. I'm gonna do this really quick while the range is clear, because our range is only 310 yards today. So I gotta do it while there's nobody down there or I'll get yelled at again. So we can hit a couple drivers. I've switched the device to driver, and let's see what it shows here.
$350 yards.
So 121 swing speed, 175 ball speed, 350 carry, and that's off the back of the range. That's why I had to wait to hit it. So we'll hit a couple more while the range is still clear. But those are stock numbers for me. If I'm on a Trackman, I'm going to be in the low to mid 120s, depending on how hard I'm stepping on it. So we're pretty darn accurate here. Again, you're talking about a $550 launch monitor. So you can save yourself 25,000 bucks if this thing is accurate. And that's always been my biggest thing, is a lot of times these little budget things are almost like toys. They're gimmicks. They're not really worth practicing with. This, I've been testing for over a month now. So I know what it's gonna do. I know how accurate it is. And so far it's been wildly consistent as long as you give it good data. And that's the key. If I hit a squirrely one, I'm gonna get squirrely data. If I hit it proper, I get really proper data. But when you give this thing really squirrely numbers. If you hit a really weird shot, like if you hit one low on the face, high on the face, way off the heel, way off the toe, whatever, then the numbers tend to be pretty wild. But here's the truth. Again, I've used every single launch monitor under the sun for the past 20 years. I throw out data with all of them, every single one, including the $24,000 Trackman. Especially when you're hitting outdoors, you're hitting irons, you're taking deep divots, you can lose a lot of data. It can confuse the ground, the divot with the ball, and so on. So I used to throw out 1 or 2 out of every 5 back in the day with the Trackman. So you need to understand that with any launch monitor, the data is only as good as it can interpret it. And so when you hit a bad shot, you're gonna get bad data a lot of times. So now let's hit one more decent one, and let's just see how consistent it'll be with good data, with a good swing, good shot. Gonna go off the back of the range.
329 yards.
So 329.9 carry. Now again, I'm at altitude, I'm at 5,900 feet. So it's about 8 to 10% more carry distance than what you'd have at sea level. So 330 yard carry is gonna be about 300 yards, give or take a little bit of carry at sea level. That was 118 club head speed. One more, just to make sure that we've got real good data. And again, these are crappy range balls, no offense to our club, but they're old Callaway crap balls. So they definitely fly about 8–10% shorter than a good ball. Another good one.
340 yards.
340 yard carry. So far, with any club in the bag, I've been able to find really good numbers, really good data, as long as I give it good data. And what I mean by that is, again, if I hit it way off the bottom of the face or what have you, the numbers are really squirrely. They're squirrely on all launch monitors. But if you want to have a launch monitor that you can actually track your progress, see swing speed increases, see ball speed increases, see launch angle condition changes as you're working on your swing, and you don't want to spend $25,000, this is the way to go, because not only is it consistent when you give it consistent data, but the big thing is, for many of you, it's also an at-home golf swing simulator. That's right, it comes with a golf course included with it, so you can actually play golf at home. You can buy additional golf courses if you want, but there's no subscription fees for the one that comes with it. So you pay this one-time device fee, which is $550, and for all Rotary Swing members, if you're watching this video right now, there's a link in the description with a coupon code. You can actually save another $100. So $450, and you can have a launch monitor that is very accurate, and it's, again, give it good data, you're gonna get good data back, but the thing is, it's 99% cheaper than all the launch monitors out there today that are high-end launch monitors. Is it 99% less accurate? Nope, not even close. I'm not saying I'm gonna go do a club fitting with it and trust every single number precisely. That's not realistic, but are you getting 97% of accuracy for 99% off? Yeah, I'd say that's pretty realistic after a month of testing. I trust these numbers. I've taken it out on the golf course using real balls. I've hit real shots with it over and over and over again, and the numbers are consistent when you hit it proper. So save your money on high-end launch monitor devices. Buy something that you can use, that you're gonna get consistent data with, so that you can see relative increases in swing speed. Even if it's 1 or 2 miles off per hour from a Trackman or what have you, what you want is relative speed. So you see if you're swinging at 100 miles an hour today, and tomorrow you're at 102, as long as you're using the same device, you know that you're increasing, you're getting consistent information, and that's what really matters, is the relative progress that you're making. And you need to measure your swing speed, you need to measure your ball speed, you need to know what you're actually doing with that golf ball, what's really happening with it, and know how you're improving, and you need a device to track that. You can't just do it by eye. So the thing is, these devices have always been so expensive. Now, for $500 or $450, if you use the coupon code, you can have something that you can rely on, that'll give you good data, and you can start knowing for sure if you're improving, start measuring, and stop guessing.